What has become of the world? Would that there was someone who could explain this madness. Nice there.
These beings are only truly defeated when their swords are smashed beyond repair.
Well met.
This might be worth a read.
Forget all my troubles. You're the Arisen, aye? And here I had taken you for dead. I am to inform you that Lord Phasis requests your presence at the Forbidden Magic Research Lab. As to whether you heed him, I care not.
Over here, if you would.
Lots to do, and precious little time.
Are the new recruits battle ready yet?
We scholars must gird ourselves with knowledge. Oh, what could this mean?
Who now?
This is a peaceful place. Perfect for meditation.
Ah, Arisen. You yet live. I suspected as much, given that your pawn still remains. One might hypothesize that your pawn is sustained by your vital essence. Or perhaps something more. In any case, we ought to apprise one another of the situation. Is there aught you would know? Ah, yes. I trust it has not escaped your notice that the end of days is upon us. After you vanished, together with the Red Dragon, the seas rose to swallow the skies. 'Twas perhaps a month from that evil day when a new calamity befell us. A host of dragons descended from the skies and fell upon the land with fang and claw. Luz the Oracle called upon me ere you arrived. As she tells it, Melve and its environs have already fallen prey to the beasts. 'Tis surely only a matter of time before the rest of the kingdom follows suit. I found the poor creature collapsed by the wayside near Batal. Recognizing your pawn, I decided to take the ailing thing into my custody. I thought it possible that the Arisen's pawn might hold the key to making sense of all this madness. Alas, try what I might, your pawn will not wake. Mayhap you will succeed where I could not. The pawn is, after all, yours to command. Indeed, then I shall take my turn. In your absence, I had hoped your pawn might yield me some information. But as you have returned, I would hear the truth from your lips. Tell me, Arisen, what became of you this past month? So, following your plunge into the sea on the dragon's back, some mysterious presence reached out to you. Could that have been the World Forged? Yet why would such a being linger in those fathomless depths? I can only speculate. And speculate I shall. This ought to prove a fruitful avenue of investigation. For that, I thank you. Now, if you can find a way to end this interminable slumber, your pawn is, of course, free to rejoin you.
Oh, Master! How long I've slept! Far too long, it seems. But worry not. Now that I'm awake, I shall follow wherever you lead.
More manuscripts on this topic.
Arisen! I knew you loved this world too much to leave it behind. What has become of the world? Would that there was someone who could explain this madness. Should your pack grow over full, have no fear. I'll lighten your load by spreading it out among us. This gloom has an eerie cast. I've a knack for combining materials that Sir Fulvio, the artist whose service Sir Clark commissioned...
Pray.
I've a knack for gathering items, and when I reflect upon my time as a mage...
A sharp point can work through any problem.
Now, what could this mean?
Are the new recruits battle ready yet?
You would gather materials here, Master? Can we really afford to carry more?
It isn't the color I was in.
A peculiar sensation filled me during my time with Lord Phasus. Although I was wholly unconscious, I could still feel you, Arisen. Like a heartbeat, warm and constant. I was relieved beyond measure to find that our bond remained unsevered, for all that.
It was an ordeal indeed, and there is much for us to ponder. But for now, we must find a means to forge ahead. This is most convenient. Another destination we were bound for is not far from here.
When the is split, the heart must lead. Oh, so I've learned. What's this all about?
Go on, have a look.
I swear I've never slept.
Folk can afford to spend a little more.
Townsfolk have it.
Oh. What does this say?
It couldn't hurt to take a peek.
Go on, have a look.
No shame in letting down your hair.
Interested in my wares?
Enjoy my own company.
Hoy, looking to... No need to overthink it. You can... Many thanks.
something fun to do here.
Where was that from? This place.
Go on, have a look.
Pray slow your feet! You run too fast for the likes of me!
Let us endeavor to keep up, though we are less fleet of foot.
Well met. All I need right here.
The wild's never to expect the expectation.
Go on, have a look.
Surely I'm overdue a date. I've had enough of these gluttonous pests. Mayhap I'll buy myself a new sword next month.
Wonder if there are any rules for the shops.
Living's hard, but dreams are free.
I cannot begin to fathom what happened during our time apart. Although I was wholly unconscious, I could still feel you arisen, like a heartbeat, warm and constant. I was relieved beyond measure to find that our bond remained unsevered, for all that.
It was an ordeal indeed, and there is much for us to ponder. But for now, we must find a means to forge ahead.
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here? Saurians, master!
This bow is as good as flameproof.
Well done.
Wounded again! I'm better of our foe yet. Feast your eyes on this! A meagre challenge if I ever saw one. This will be over in moments.
True enough.
Watch your footing, Master. Losing your balance on an incline this sharp could be perilous.
Look out, Arisen! We're under attack!
stamina in excess.
It is oft the simplest tasks that test our mettle most.
Yes, of course. I see it now. I will be your shield. One might confidently call that a resounding victory.
Well, I'm sure there's still room for improvement. Huzzah! What a team we make, Arisen! Guard all you want. Won't make a difference when I've grappled you, see? Arisen! I knew you loved this world too much to leave it behind. Haven't you a Lenten Arisen? Should your pack grow over full, have no fear. You really are impressive, Master. Never have I beheld a more majestic magic archer than yourself.
These fiends are only truly defeated when their skulls are smashed beyond repair. If I might be so bold as to speak my mind, when I reflect upon my time as a mage, I can only assume I did not live up to your expectations. Now that I'm a warrior, naught shall stand in our way again. My steel will topple every foe in our path.
No longer do I feel the probing gaze of the Watching One. Is this your doing, newest of the Arisen? I am he who brought the dragon low, and o'er its bones raised the proud kingdom of Vermin. Despite the magnitude of my feat, I was dissatisfied and sought e'er greater heights, till at last I ruled the world entire. Thus did I come to know of the Watching One, the being by whose many eyes and ears no one or thing in this world goes unobserved. As to the purpose with which they watch, I know not. Yet I did divine one thing. This world has lain neath the Watching One's unwavering gaze ere the dawn of its history. I despaired at this discovery, for if all is but a stage, did that not render my hard-won glories, my throne astride the world, mere spectacles for the all-seeing eye to watch? Aye, 'twas all a farce, and I the fool, exulting in my wooden crown. Do you understand, newest of the Arisen? This is why I sought to fell the Watching One. Alas, though I cut down all who seemed false, be they man or woman, human or beastman, young or old, I did not succeed. Indeed, my efforts led only to my own ruin. I was dubbed the Mad Sovereign, and by the hand of a new Arisen, consigned to this place forevermore. Yet, I can only assume that you have achieved what I could not. How else to explain the changes I sense in the world? Ah, what bitter gall that I cannot witness the outcome for myself. Falter not, newest of the Arisen, for your path is just, and fading spirit though I am, I may yet summon those who can be of aid to you.
I see you have returned, Arisen One. The Mad Sovereign has called, and so we answer. If you would save the people of this world from ruin, lead them here. For this place may chance to escape the coming destruction.
Making this a place of refuge is a splendid idea. It is safe, and apt to become quite cheerful once a crowd settles in.
True enough.
The Arisen comes. Is this meeting also by the dragon's design?
The Mad Sovereign's power yet girds this place. It could prove the last bastion of hope for the people of this world. Alas, 'twill not hold forever. The coming destruction can only truly be forestalled if 'tis sundered at its heart.
There's no telling how long this place will hold, but I should hope we've earned a brief respite at least.
someone not explain what is happening?
In truth, I cannot help but fear what lies ahead. Yet I shall defend our master's world all the same.
Oh! Holy attacks ought prove most effective against it. To regret this.
Mayhap you'll think this a trifle, but... Curious thing. One of my former masters chose to hire only women. I wonder why.
I'll be sure to keep that in mind.
Fancy again?
Could use a bit of better friends.
I shan't settle.
Wasted a...
Why is my luck so rotten?
Take joys by the handful and regrets by the... This crowd's good medicine.
Well met.
You've pushed your luck too far.
I'll not take that from you.
Pray calm yourselves, good people. I will have none of this squabbling.
Sir Manella, you don't understand. This scoundrel's the one who started it.
No, you don't understand. This is no time for the people of Batal to be quarrelling amongst themselves. We shan't weather this calamity unless we can recall our common purpose and unite our efforts towards it.
Stand and fight, you gutless one.
Ah, Sir Arisen. You are returned, I see. With the world in such disarray, I could not stand to be away from my homeland. Thus did I return, to render what aid I may. I maintain order as best I can, but for every fire I extinguish, it seems 3 more are incited behind my back. But enough of my woes. What brings you here? You wish us to evacuate? Mayhap the idea merits some thought. After all, if we sit on our haunches, 'tis likely only a matter of time before we share the fate of Mel. Alas, the people of Batal are far from united in purpose at present. Should we proceed, unheeding of their divisions, I fear that our efforts would come undone ere long. With every soul at their wits' end, conflict is like to spark at the slightest provocation. As such, before we take any measures, I would have you walk amongst the people, Sir Arisen. Behold their plight with your own eyes, and should you encounter any discord, pray do aught you can to resolve the people's quarrels and assuage their fears. Such efforts will doubtless allow the evacuation to proceed all the more smoothly. As for me, my work here is far from done. Let us part ways for now, and reconvene when you have accomplished all you can.
'Tis no mere tavern brawl we are to mediate, Master. Due caution has advised, methinks.
True enough.
How dare you! You'll get what's coming to you. You looking to join? What are you waiting for? Now's your chance! Haven't you had it?
As for me, my work here is far from done.
I shall do as you say.
Haven't you had enough yet?
You're the one who started this.
Show 'em what you're made of, cuz!
I've had well enough of your nitpicking.
I reckon the world would be better off without you.
Well met. Come on now! I can fight better than that!
Oi! Aye! Leave off or we'll make you!
This ain't good.
Stand strong!
Reckon you can do
I'll crush you!
Just keep that up.
Someone!
Trust in yourself as I'm trusting you! Oh, shit! This ain't good.
Draw upon your inner strength!
Fine. This one's got thick skin.
You're telling me? I don't think I've got another punch left in me.
Bah. I can't stomach more quarreling after this. It's drained the fight right out of me.
Too right. I've clean forgotten what we were arguing about to begin with, if I'm honest.
Their tempers do appear to be quelled. But I hope you aren't injured, Master.
Tis not what I expected.
Well met, sir.
You're a right piece of work.
Mayhap I'll set out on my own.
Some of it.
Well met.
Oi! I saw it first. Pho, trust a flea-ridden hide to take it all for himself.
Why must I share with a fangless one? This is no more your food than Batal is your land.
You there! You couldn't have come at a better time. Put this upstart in his place for me, won't you? Go on, lay into it. If that's what you think, why don't you mind your own business? Aye, clear off. Pretty words shan't fill our bellies.
You said it's bad to hurt people. Wow! Thanks, sir. Say, Rakim, would you like some? I can't eat all this myself.
Really? Thanks. That's mighty kind of you. If only our fathers could do the same.
Oi, leave my kid alone. You're not some child snatcher, are you?
Wait. You shared your food with them. Thank you, sir. As for you, Nomos, it would seem we were both but looking out for our children, eh?
Aye. Mayhap we're not so different after all. And we both had children fed. We've no reason to quarrel.
The desire to protect one's kin transcends race and culture. It just goes to show we are none of us so different.
Huzzah! You done it!
You're just riding on your father's coattails.
You slander my honor, sir. I demand a duel. This is no business of yours. Be gone!
Now, Nara, let's not be too hasty. If we are to duel, we ought to have a witness. Otherwise, who's to say the victor fought with honor?
Aye, true enough. Without a witness, either of us could simply kill the other, then disavow the use of any underhandedness. Well, sir, what say you? Will you watch over us while I take this scoundrel to task? This knave dared to slight my honor. He said my swordsmanship was hardly fit to wound a training dummy. The bloody nerve of him.
And I'd say it again. 'Twas your dear father's patronage that made you a sentinel, not your own skill.
Very well. I'll not force the issue, but do keep back, lest you become entangled in the fray.
Ah! Let us settle this, once and for all!
I'm none too
Stay
proud
back,
to scarper.
lest you get caught in the fray.
Have you lost your wits? Keep your distance!
Keep back! I do not wish to injure you.
I haven't the foggiest.
Me? Scared?
Bring their
Not on your life.
skulls!
That's odd.
You dare violate the sanctity of our duel!
Wish Brock were here.
How am I supposed to know?
Rally! This battle is not...
Let us roll over and die! How dare you interrupt a battle between honorable opponents!
Such humiliation shan't go unanswered. Prepare yourself, sir.
Steel yourself!
Never been this scared in my life.
You're
Heavens
not
have
alone!
mercy!
I'm with you, and so's Brocker!
Look at us! Put in our place like a pair of whelps!
I ought to thank you for holding up a mirror to our foolishness. We've better things to do than squabble over petty slights.
Aye, consider your lesson well taught. Methinks I'd best reapply myself to my training.
I was most surprised when you intervened in their duel. You mean to temper their pride by proving neither your equal?
A result to be proud of.
The citizenry speak highly of your deeds, Sir Arisen. It seems you have made rather an impact. The people of Batal are beginning to see that they must stand together if they are to survive this calamity. We shall see the fruits of your labors when the time comes to evacuate. Methinks we can expect little opposition to the announcement. Pray, return to Empress Nadinia and apprise her of your achievements. I must remain here to ensure no further squabbles arise. Heavens only know how many lives you have saved this day, Sir Arisen. I hope you will accept this humble reward for your efforts.
What say we report back to Empress Nadinia? Her Majesty ought be willing to commence the evacuation now.
By your leave.
Have a look.
Another cup of tea.
That was close.
Thanks to your efforts, the people of Batal are beginning to see that they must stand together if they are to survive this calamity. Pray, return to Her Majesty and apprise her of all you have achieved. I must remain here to ensure no further squabbles arise. Thanks to your efforts, the people of Batal are beginning to see that they must...
Surely I'm overdue a day off.
At least my back's not acting up today.
Only person I believe in is myself.
I must clear my mind. It is high time I began my
Decent sleep.
This place never fails to calm my spirit.
Her Majesty has begun her supplications. None may see her ere they conclude.
Stay your hand, Vera. This one may pass. Come hither. We would speak with you. One of our ministers informs us that you have been espied in the city, resolving the people's troubles. You have our gratitude, for it seems your efforts have served to remind the people of this nation of their common purpose. We would present you with this gift, as a small token of our esteem, and wish you good fortune on your journey, wheresoe'er it may take you. Yet ere we part ways, we would make another request of you. It regards Lord Phasus. Though we have implored the man to join the evacuation, he has staunchly refused to leave this land behind. We thought that he might be more inclined to heed your words, as our own have fallen on deaf ears. Would you be willing to call on him in our stead? Of course, you are free to decline if our proposal is an unwelcome one.
Pray excuse the interruption, Your Majesty, but I fear time is upon us. I would see you prepared for the road ahead.
Indeed. Forgive us, but we must take our leave. Farewell.
Batal and the rest town are now safely evacuated. I am certain we can rely upon Sir Manella to keep the peace.
A result to be proud of.
It may bring you some peace of mind to know that this place shall be defended to the last. That went well. I should be glad to talk a moment. anyone can see us through this calamity, I do believe 'tis you. My duty demands my full attention at present.
I've a knack for combining materials that I hope you'll find useful. I know where we can find useful materials for enhancing your equipment, Master.
Take it easy today. My knees are acting up.
Hope today's haul's a plentiful one.
Stay here with it. There's better work to be had elsewhere.